I see.
Yeah, and learning that how trauma drives you out of your body. Yeah, that all of a sudden you don't breathe there anymore, or you hold this, and there is only part of you alive.
Can you explain briefly how you bring people back to wellness?
And then I had a master's degree in fine arts and teaching art. Yeah, so I brought the drawing to it, and then discovered, for example, from the Tai Chi movement, how you could actually draw these movements. Yeah, and also this slow, rhythmic repetition, and how incredibly healing it was. And rather than to focus on the terrible things that have happened. And maybe I grew up in post-war Germany, and everybody was traumatized. So there was a real need for what heals you, what actually can bring something whole and wholesome into your soul and to your spirit, because post-war Germany was also very materialistic, because people had been very traumatized in their spirituality. So it was initially my own experience as experiencing therapy in this way for me to heal, and I have become very passionate about it, in the way that I believe in 50 years' time, hopefully even less, we will look back and think we were crazy trying to do therapy with words. We need to use the art and working with the body in order to reach the parts where trauma is stored in the body, and not so much as focusing on the trauma story and what happened, but what our body wants, and our body and our nature only wants to heal and to repair and to support that process.
Well, personally, I was quite pleasantly surprised when you emphasize the importance of working on the body to reach the trauma.
Absolutely.
Well, that's been my personal experience in the past years, because just pure Reiki, let's say, without touching, I discovered it's much less effective. But if you add a dimension of touching and massaging and whatnot, the results are totally different.
So I use these archetypal shapes for drawing, and I call them archetypes. I call them archetypes, and very often I think what they make visible is actually the flow of qi in the body. For example, you have this rocking movement that relates to the pelvis, but also as a movement to soothing, comforting,
calming down,
rocking the baby. That when you have an infant who cries, you will not say everything is okay. you will not respond in a cognitive way. You will pick up the baby and you'll go, yes, yeah, in order to comfort the baby. Another shape is to release, and to get out, and to, like to flick away, to say no, to push away, to say, like give me space. Yeah.
I saw people doing it quite rigorously.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes if there's been a lot of pressure, like you need to, and when you actually draw this movement like this, what it releases is the spine.
I see.
Yeah. So you actually release the pressure, on in the spine.
And what about that infinity sign that you've been telling us?
That drawing this shape, you could say it is actually the guided drawing version of EMDR. Yeah, that it is the crossing over in the body to connect the left and the right side, the left and the right hemisphere, as well as the bad space and the good space, the bad space and the good space, and to find a rhythm that connects. Because one of the core symptoms of trauma and trauma held in the body is freeze, not movement. So it is really important to find movement and flow. Again,
I'm again surprised when you bring up EMDR. Can you, for the benefit of our audience who are not familiar, can you say briefly what that is?
That it is something that has evolved in the last 20 years in trauma therapy. It's Francine Shapiro who developed it. And it's eye desensitization, reprocessing movement, and there it is more focused on you're doing it in the eyes, whereas I do it as a movement for the entire body.
You know what? We are so impressed with the wonderful work you've been spreading around the world. Well, not everyone can come to this place and join your class. I understand that you're running an online course.
Yes, yeah.
Can you say a few words about this?
It is the training in guided drawing, and I have also written a book, or I have written 2 books about guided drawing, and it is called Healing Trauma with Guided Drawing.
So people can join online now.
Yes, they can go to this website and sign up to the online class.
But thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Well, hope you all the best.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.